Hello and thanks for joining us. The Golden Valley City Council voted to approve a new location for Golden Valley's East Fire Station. But that won't come without challenges. Emily Haugen explains what it means for the business in its place.
Golden Valley has long had plans for a new fire station. City reps say the Lilac Drive location choice was based on response times, as it's just off Highway 100. But a business there, Feist Automotive, has been there since 1971. City reps say they've been in negotiations with Feist for 2 years, with no decision yet. The city voted to invoke eminent domain, which means the city could take the property for government use. Bill Feist, the business owner, was battling throat cancer throughout the spring and summer and was unable to speak. He's now cancer-free, and Feist's family told the city council that the business is open to selling, but not through eminent domain.
It's 54 years I've been in Golden Valley. I've been an honest entrepreneur. I've taken care of people. I don't run a junkyard location like some of them are, but I take care of people.
Fire Chief Bethany Brunsell told CCX that the decision needs to be made by the end of the year because the city has to use its $3 million bonding dollars by then.
While it's not an ideal situation for that business and the business owner, we also need to do what's best for our entire community for having good response times, and we need to take care of what's best for our firefighters.
Fire stations 2 and 3 were built in 1979 and 1980. Brunsell says they're outdated and unsafe. The new East Fire Station would consolidate those 2 locations.
Eminent domain wouldn't happen immediately. The city could still buy the building through the original negotiation process. A Plymouth man is admitted in federal court to starting fires at 2 mosques. Jackie Little, who was caught on video, pleaded guilty to arson and damage to religious property. He was accused of starting fires at mosques in Bloomington and Minneapolis in 2023, causing hundreds of thousands of dollars of damage. Per his plea agreement, he's expected to be sentenced to about 6 years in prison. He's also suspected of vandalizing Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's office, a police squad car, and the Somali Mall shopping center. Some medical dispensaries in Minnesota are now selling cannabis products to anyone 21 and up. Rise Dispensary is one of them. The company has locations in Brooklyn Park and New Hope. Rise obtained its new license from the state on Monday and officially started selling product on Wednesday. Previously, it was just available for those with a medical card. Rise CEO Ben Kovler says the company's been waiting for the law to take effect since it was passed 2 years ago.
Minnesota to finally take a step into the future here and offer the product for 21 and over, safe, tested, clean product, is a breath of fresh air.
Rise Dispensary is one of 2 medical operators in Minnesota. It sells a variety of pre-packaged cannabis products. The Robbinsdale City Council is moving ahead with plans for new electric vehicle charging requirements. Developers building new housing or retail projects with more than 50 parking spots will be required to provide electric vehicle charging. Any new gas station would also be required to install at least 1 charging station. Developers can ask for a reduction in the requirements if the EV charging costs would exceed 5% of the total project cost. Mayor Brad Sutton says he's hearing pushback from developers.
I want to be the city that developers feel like we're easy to work with, not more difficult. And I feel like we're mandating something that we are mandating something, let me be clear, that the market is doing anyway.
The council approved the first reading of the policy this week. It also approved plans to loosen the city's code requirements for solar energy systems. At a Crystal Middle School, an opportunity to take classroom learning outdoors. What was once a largely empty space at Fair School in Crystal is now a vibrant nature area filled with plants, prairie grass, and trees. Students helped select many of the plantings and created signage for them too. The national nonprofit Trust for Public Land partnered with the school and provided much of the funds for the project.
This is an incredible opportunity to make sure that every single student at Fair School and the broader community here in Crystal, Robbinsdale has access to a great nature-rich public space.
We are so excited. I mean, we are so excited. The kids have been waiting for this. We actually have been waiting for it as well. So we're excited, and we think that we have something that our community is going to be very proud of. Our district's going to be very proud of it as well.
The project was 3 years in the making, and there's still one more phase to complete on the north side of the school. Finally, after having to move out of the space they called home for the last 7 years, the new Maple Grove Arts Center is officially open to the public.
So it's highly visible, and also I think personally I do think the layout is better. It's more gallery-like, it's lighter, it's whiter, it's airier. The lighting is superb for both art and education.
The Maple Grove Arts Center celebrated the grand opening of its new space at the Grove Square Shopping Center Thursday afternoon. A group of volunteers spent 3 weeks converting the space, which used to be an embroidery shop, into a venue that will host classes and display works of art. The first show in the new gallery is called Art in Motion, which includes 45 pieces created by a dozen different artists.
So anything that reminds me of motion, just the motion of the actual supplies, the motion of the subject, is a lot of fun ones to look at if you're looking around the room. A lot of just fun art mediums, and then a lot of fun art subjects.
This will be the home of the Arts Center for the next 3 years, at which point it will move to the Maple Grove Community Center. We leave you now with some of the pieces featured in the Art in Motion show.
The Breck boys soccer team is coming off its first state tournament appearance in 9 years. The 2025 Mustangs are very good again and ranked second in the state in Class A. The Mustangs at home Thursday night to face the defending state Class A champion St. Paul Academy. SPA in white, and late first half, the header by the Spartans' Andrew Sullivan, and then a great curving, arcing shot by Graham Label into the back of the Mustangs' net. It's 1-0 SPA. That's the score at halftime. Second half, and a perfect setup off a corner kick by Maxwell George, right to a charging Eric Bjorgvinsson, and he scores. It's 2-0 Spartans. Mustangs trying to get on the board. Rocco Zoya putting the ball out front, but Miles Vogenthaler leaps up to make the stop for SPA. And then SPA caps the scoring on this play. John Grimsrud's shot is stopped by goalie Zach Lerner, but Darian Hull is there to put away the rebound. St. Paul Academy hands Breck its first loss of the season, 3-0 the final. The Maple Grove girls swimming and diving team is facing some new opponents this fall in the Tough Lake Conference. Jay Wilcox has highlights of their Thursday meet.
Maple Grove girls swimming and diving hosting St. Michael Albertville in a Lake Conference duel. In the 200 medley relay, Maple Grove and anchor Molly Menning raced to the win in a time of 1:59.01 to get the night started. And Menning comes right back to win the next race on her own, swimming to the victory in the 200 freestyle in 2:03.45. In the 200 IM, STMA gets a win as Addie Thompson-Klimke takes the top spot in 2:20.98. Second place goes to Vadika Tapa of Maple Grove. To the 50 freestyle, it's a Crimson win as Maddie Hetland takes first, with the night's Danny Letcher racing to second place. Maple Grove diver Ellis Landry was fourth at the state meet last season, and she easily wins this meet with a 250.9 score for 6 dives. Maple Grove wins the meet 95-83. Jay Wilcox, CCX Sports.
Maple Grove girls soccer had 2 close losses to Minnetonka and Woodbury last week. The Crimson are looking to bounce back at home. Chaz Boots has more.
Maple Grove girls soccer 2-7-1 on the season, at home taking on 5-4 Buffalo. The Crimson wasting no time, just the second minute of the match. Ava Bakeberg centering pass to the box. Josie Swenson able to gather and go far post low and in for the goal. Not much action the rest of the first half. Then with a minute to play before break, Maddie Delcato with a shot on net, but a good stop from Buffalo's keeper Emma Marzine. Crimson took the 1-goal lead at the half. Bison looking for an equalizer. Morgan Thompson feed to Ella Danielson. The senior fights through the Crimson defense and is able to get Buffalo on the board. Good play to even the score at 1. Later in the second half, Crimson with possession. Bakeberg sails the ball high. Match stays tied. But not long after, MG had a corner. Bakeberg on the hit. Ball bounced around. Lyric Burrell buries the shot in the box. That ends up as the game-winning goal. The Crimson pick up a 2-1 win over Buffalo. In Maple Grove, Chaz Moots, CCX Sports.
Find more prep sports games and highlights at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media. CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You also have access to a large on-demand library, including full sporting events and daily newscasts. To find us, go to the store, search CCX, and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. The CCX Media app, available on Amazon Fire TV, Apple TV, and Roku.